Welcome back to Ben's Garage. We're back in the garage. We're going to try and fix something else today. There's a bit of a theme here. All my tools are broken. Got the MIG welder, but I've got an arc welder. I gave one of my arc welders to Mr. Dibbles, my cousin. He's been getting into welding, and I had an old one sitting over there. This one, I know, I bought this from Machine Mart years ago when I was welding up my old Range Rover Classic. Anyway, the old handle's bust, the lever part that holds the rod on. So I went on Amazon, like you do, got one of these. It's quite a bit bigger, and it's got a bloody strong spring on it. So we're going to have a go, getting this fitted, and then I know that I shouldn't. It takes a very brave man to show his welds on YouTube. And I've not welded for a really long time, so I don't know what it's going to turn out like. Bird shit springs to mind, but we're going to fit this. We're going to test out a bit of welding, and also I want to test out the electrics to make sure that the welders doesn't trip the electrics off in the house. I am going to put a dedicated 32 amp fused fat wired socket specifically for the welders. The MIG welder's 200 amps. This little stick welder's 100 amps. Let's crack on, get this fitted and see what we can come up with. Here's the old one, it's all broken, buggered up. Looks to be just a Phillips screw in there. There we go. It's got a little. So I tried soldering it, putting a little blob of bleeding. So what bloody use is that? I don't know. But, this is the new one. I say just cheap off Amazon, but it had really good reviews. Just undo that, and that handle should slide off. Look. And then the wire goes up in there. So I'm going to put that over the cable. That's a good tight fit. That can go up there like so. And just tighten that up. There we go. Right, let me get some gear on and we'll get set up and I'll have a go at a bit of welding. Well, it's stuck together. That's my first go at stick welding. When I welded up Dwayne's. I did use a stick welder when Mr. Dibbles came over with his ride-on lawnmower, and he bust the front axle was bust. He didn't bring it for that. I did some other repairs to it, but I'd used it for that. But I was using the old grip. That grip seems to be so much better. It seems to be like getting the current to the stick, to the rod.
You used it with something else because it kept tripping.
Yeah, I was welding on the digger.
Yeah, it kept on
Because
tripping.
that broke, so I had to finish it off with that one. Because when that gets hot, it'll trip it out. There you go. So that's my first weld for quite a long time. It was welding up quite nicely, and little bit more practice, and it would be quite reasonable. That's obviously stuck together now. I'm now going to find out that I need these pieces, and I have to grind it all off. No, we don't. That's scrap metal. I'm quite happy with that. And that grip, it does seem to make quite a bit of a difference. Obviously, it's got a nice big strong clamp in it, so it holds the rod really well. But whether it's because it conducts through, it's all sort of brassy. I don't know if it's brass or what, but it just seems to conduct the power through to the rod a lot better. I know with stick welding they sometimes get stuck, but on the old hand grip it was getting stuck all the time. But once you sort of got the weld going, it was pretty good. So yeah, you can slate my welding if you like, I don't care. More practice required, but that's what it's all about, innit? Practice. That would do the job. Even though it doesn't look great, it's not one of these perfect welds, fish scales and all that kind of thing. But yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.